This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
You're back.
Come on.
You're back in sandals and jeans, huh?
Where are my toe holds?
Worn those for a while.
No, some days I decide I'm going to free my feet. You know what I mean? I'm going to put these amazing sandals on.
Yeah, take
my
it easy.
flip-flops.
Yeah.
They feel good on my feet.
Oh, yeah, they
Stand
don't look
by
good.
'em. Stand by 'em.
Okay.
No, they look good.
And it's
Got
cold
great feet.
outside.
A little cold outside.
A little cold for
when
sandals.
When it's raining, Daddy wears his boots.
I know. I'm surprised
what I'm
you just went sandals today.
Sometimes I just go. I go. Let's do this, and I just slip into my.
You have to
toe.
bleep out that in the first minute, Jen. I f***ed up.
Remember, I told you I tested it. It doesn't make a difference.
I don't think it makes
No, it doesn't make a difference.
Weird.
Although YouTube
else?
has become about as sanitized as the old TV shows.
Oh, even look at our boy just dropped a special, and he had to re-upload it. He had to re-upload it. No, not Big J. Big J dropped his on. Is today the 5th? Yeah. Big J's special. Go watch Big J's special.
Dog
Big J
Belly.
Okerson, Dog Belly, just dropped on
Big J
YouTube
Okerson,
today, the 5th.
One of the funniest people on the planet.
Oh, one of the best.
He's so fast and so funny. He's just so subtle. That guy is he's professionally funny.
But his he gets paid to do it, right? His special dropped today, but what's his name? The young handsome bastard. The young kid.
Matt Rife?
Matt Rife dropped his.
Oh, his
it
got
got
taken?
flagged, so he had to
Why?
take it down and then re-upload.
Why?
Because Twitter wants, not Twitter, YouTube wants to make it a safe space for everybody. So if you say certain words, so now comics, YouTube used to be our one place you could go if you didn't want to be on Netflix or Comedy Central, or maybe couldn't be on HBO or Showtime. You can go to YouTube and get more eyeballs on it. But now, depending on your joke, they're going to censor it and suppress it. So he had to, I think, change a few things.
Are you saying that people at YouTube and other social media companies are sensitive to words?
To words, yes. It's not freedom of speech on YouTube anymore, my man. Yeah, it's going to get interesting. Because I guess the route to, it sucks because you're not getting new fans. I was going to say the route to go is the Louis C.K. version.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. Schulte did, but Schulte still upload his to YouTube, but Louis C.K.'s been doing it for a hot second for all of us. You could just get at Louis C.K.
These new platforms like Rumble and stuff are
Well, I saw Dave Rubin goes.
growing.
Dave Rubin goes. When I was on YouTube before even I realized I was shadow banned, I was getting about 100,000 views. He goes, now I'm on Rumble, I'm getting 400K.
There you go.
But that's also Rumble's a very right fan base. So
I prefer to
fits that.
say they believe in freedom of speech and not censoring anybody. And I think right now the right's over there. But
the right's over there right now. Yeah, it's a right platform.
Yeah.
100%. Let's just call it what it is. Let's not play that
Yeah.
lane. But it's definitely a right platform. Now, if they open up to more and you're just allowed to talk however you want, great.
I always say, it just seems like if you have a point of view that is counter to the corporate narrative, the mainstream corporate narrative, you need Rumble.
Yeah, you need Rumble. You need something else too.
Yeah. That Schellenberger thing with Rogan is pretty fascinating.
God,
Pretty
that
fascinating.
stressed me out.
I think that what I got from it was that Trump went after the deep state. And I remember I knew
They got scared.
Well, I swear to God, I've never said this out loud, but I remember I know some people who are maybe in the deep state or might be, or know people in the deep state or they're in that branch of government. And I remember his wife, who was also in that, she said something to the effect, she said, he doesn't know that when you go that bad on the deep state and you kind of openly threaten
ruffle
well,
the
you
feathers?
openly are calling them incompetent, calling them stupid, that they have ways to get back at you. She said that.
You think?
Yeah, and
Now
my
look what
friend,
they're doing now.
who was her husband, said something like, "Yeah, that's for sure." Something like that. That's all he said, and I clocked it. I remember I clocked it, and I was like, "It
Now
does
let
make
me ask
sense."
you this: did your friend who say he's in the deep state tell you he's in the deep state?
No.
Because that's
No.
first rule of Fight
No, in
Club.
fact,
you don't tell people
It's funny you asked that question. That's very interesting. You asked that question.
because you can't do that.
So they, if you met them, you would be told that they do something very different. The problem is that they're always gone. And the problem is that they live different places. And they live in places that I know.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
So let me give you an example. Like my one friend was in Abbottabad exactly for 1 year. And then 2 weeks later, that's where they got bin Laden.
Yeah. Shady.
So that's where I put things together, and I went, hold on,
weird.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he has a very different job. But I don't know what they do exactly, but the point is that I know that they know. I know
certain things about it. Yeah.
But it was really interesting to hear. I don't think they're involved in that, but I think
you said they are.
just know.
You outed your
They
friend.
just kind of said that is.
It doesn't end well for anybody.
Yeah, it was
They're too
almost like-
powerful.
Well, but the CIA and the FBI, there were people who really did believe that Trump was a threat to our national security.
To their
Sure, but there were
fundamental
people who thought
beliefs.
he was unhinged and crazy enough to do something, and I don't know.
That's not why they came after him. They came after him because he was against the grain. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing their game.
I would say there are a lot of conservatives in that organization. There are a lot of conservatives and patriots. I feel like he seemed to be, when he started making rumblings about.
He's a wild man.
Yeah, we can't.
Because he's not going to toe the line.
Yeah, we can't have it.
And that's why some people love him. Then obviously he's dealing with a number of issues now because you're seeing how this plays out.
Yeah.
With the Trump stuff, and obviously got indicted yesterday. To me, it's so stupid. Whatever it is, 34 felonies. They're not felonies. They're misdemeanors, right?
Yeah.
So what they're doing, and I think this isn't go on for a while. This can go into the election next year. So he's still going to be dealing with that. It's clearly a play to mess up him being the Republican.
Yes, I
presidential
think Republicans
candidate.
are involved in this.
Oh, 100%. Some of them.
At least
Some
he's
of them.
got that great hair. Go back to that amazing
It's making
hair.
him bigger. It's making him bigger for, and just to be very, I don't think Trump's the, politics are fucked right now. Him and Biden don't represent anybody, right? The only reason you like Trump more than Biden is because he's not your typical politician, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely many other things. But what they're doing right now, all he's going to do in some weird world, let's say he becomes president, he can do this to Biden, and it's just going to come back. We're going to be dealing with this shit, and it's not going to. This isn't
worry.
making America better.
My worry is that we are now a country that can prosecute your political enemies,
and whether you're on the left or right, you should be worried.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Trump fan. I'm not the biggest Biden fan. I don't like any of them.
Yeah,
but when you can prosecute a former president, and for political reasons
later on, I'm not going into politics if that's the case. Like, nobody who's qualified is going to go, hold on, let's see, I can become the president, and then because I made political enemies, I can get myself in trouble.
But you should be more worried about, we want your president. You want the president to make the nation better. He's going to be so tied up in revenge if he becomes president. And doing this to the Biden, Hunter Biden, and then the Fauci. We're going to be dealing with this for the next 4 years.
I agree. That's
Thank
why
you, Democrats.
That might be also
idiots.
part of the plan, because a lot of people.
To distract us.
Yes, but a lot of
from
people.
What's really going on.
A lot of swing voters aren't going to want to deal with that distraction. And that's the plan, is to keep Trump from winning.
That's the only reason they're doing this.
Yeah. And that's for Republicans too. They don't want him in there.
And then when Fauci said there's going to be a pandemic next year, I guarantee it, right around the election, it's just like,
everybody
oh wow, what? Oh my God, you're gonna do it to us again?
Yeah.
You're gonna leak it again?
Yeah.
Right around the election? Just kill me. How is it? It's never been a worse time to be involved in politics. It's
I would say
a disaster.
I would say what I've enjoyed watching with you is how you have become a political animal, because you had to be. Because we're walking around like, hey man, shoes, I got my chains, I got my cars, and all of a sudden politics comes to you. And it's like, hey you, hey, we're gonna keep your kids out of school, we're gonna do this, and you're like, hey motherfucker, wait a minute.
Wait.
It's like government.
How can they do this?
You can have government as big as you want, but when it starts interfering with my life,
man.
Hold on.
Yeah, man.
That's the issue.
It's not good.
That's the issue.
And then what's even scarier is, Biden, who knows if he'll even make it to 2024 to run for president. He's probably going to pass away. So who's up next to verse Trump? Your old boy who's ruined our lives and makes us want to leave California, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
These are my options?
Yeah.
These are my fucking options?
It's not just Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is a symptom of a Democratic supermajority in California. When you have you need a mix. You need blue and red, and you need to have them pushing against each other when they're in their state legislatures and stuff. California has all blue.
All blue.
They just literally took it over with unions and everything else. So there's no pushback in California. And
I don't know what we're gonna do.
My thing about
dude.
California is now that Silicon Valley is gone because they've made it impossible to do business, you don't have that tax windfall. So now what's going to happen? But we still got sunshine.
And the movie studios are out too because they get better tax breaks out elsewhere.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know what we're gonna do, dude.
We're going to move to Texas, everybody.
We'll see, man.
Everybody I know has moved to Texas. I'm the holdout. So are you.
I know.
I'm staying here. I'm going to wait till properties like values. I'm going to wait till I can buy a mansion for $6.
Here,
Yeah. I'm going to wait till
Once the
Los Angeles
purge
becomes
comes?
Detroit, and I'm going to buy all the houses for $6.
Chicago's gonna become. I mean, LA's gonna become Chicago.
Yeah, but that's okay.
The Chicago mayor that just ran on racism towards whites.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Hey,
Yeah,
be cool, man.
Anti-white guy.
Hey, be cool, bro. What the fuck?
Well, again, it's like he was his opponent was a guy who wasn't. He was pro-choice, but a long time ago, 10 years ago, his opponent said something to the effect of, "I am fundamentally pro-life." But in other words, I'm pro-life, but I wouldn't impose it on anybody else. And they kept running that, and that's what won the election.
Got you.
Yeah. Because white progressives are like, oh, wait a minute. Let's take a break, Brendan.
Can we take a break?
Let's take a break.
And I'm taking a little break. I'll be in Atlanta. Not a break. I'm going to be working, huh? Daddy's going to be working. I'm taking a break from LA life because I'm headed to Atlanta next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Atlanta, Georgia. You're up. Then after that, it's La Jolla Comedy Store, June 2nd through the 4th. I'm jumping across the pond, starting with Belfast, June 15th. You can look up. I'm all over Europe, UK, London, Cardiff, Dublin, Manchester, Glasgow. And then I end the trip in Dublin, June 25th. One show only in every single city. It's a theater run, so come get you some UK, England, Dublin. You know what I'm saying. Tickets at thickboy.com. Brian, where are you going to be, buddy?
I'll be at the Helium Comedy Club April 20th to the 22nd. I got Comedy Zone, the Vasani Theater, May 4, 5, and 6. And then I got a bunch of other stuff in May. Go to briancallen.com for some stuff. Listen, man, at the end of the day, sometimes you need a tuxedo. There are things as an adult you have to go to.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Tie,
yeah.
And that's the way it is. Now, you can go buy a tuxedo for a fortune. Or you can go to the Black Tux. Let me tell you what the Black
It's the best place to go to, man.
You get on-trend, top-quality, guaranteed-to-fit tuxedos without ever leaving your house. Here's how it works.
How's it work, dude?
Take the Black Tux Fit Quiz. Pick the style you want to rock. Boom! Your tux is delivered to your door 10 days before you need it, which is plenty of time to try it on and make sure it wears you well.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't fit right? What do I do?
Guess what? It's called the Black Tux Fit Guarantee. You order a better size within a day or two of receiving the less than great fitting one, and they will send it right away at no extra cost.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to do it online? Is it,
Go in the store. They got stores. The Black Tux has showrooms across the country. Their expert fit specialists will help you find the perfect style tux or suit and make sure it fits just right.
Yeah, sometimes I want to rock a tux, dude. There's these fancy parties in LA. I want a tux. I want to look like a penguin.
Rent or buy.
Oh, dude.
Okay,
Rent
the Black
or buy.
Tux is the best place to go when you need a tuxedo for a wedding or special night. Right now, you can go to the blacktux.com/fighter and use code FIGHTER. You'll save $20 off your order. That is the THEBLACKTUX.com/fighter. Code FIGHTER to save $20. The blacktux.com/fighter. Code FIGHTER. If I want the best supplements on planet Earth, tell me where I go, dude. I want something good for my brain.
Dude, you should know by now. They've been with us for over 10 years. We're talking about On It. Listen, if you want to try the best nootropic on the planet, we're talking about Alpha Brain. It's all over. They've sold over 1 million bottles. They have so many ways to get Alpha Brain into your big brain.
Yeah, they got
You have
instant
regular
Black
Alpha
Label,
Brain, instant,
Focus
dump
Shot.
into 8 ounces of water. They have the Black Label, which I prefer. They have the Alpha Brain Focus
You
Shot.
took some today.
Just
I saw
now.
you take some
Yep.
Black Label literally before this podcast.
Alpha Brain Black Label,
What
baby.
do they have stuff for my mood or my
New
digestive
mood.
health?
They got melatonin spray. They got total gut health, which I
How
swear
about
by.
daily support? They got anything for daily support?
Dude, they got vitamins for you. You got protein powders. They got creatine.
Essential nutrients. They have
Streaming fitness. If you want to stay at home and get your workouts in, then do it with the kettlebells, primal bells, steel club maces, quad maces, yoga mats, sandbags. They got it all.
everything fit to optimize your health. Everything.
But if you want the
Stay
best
hard.
nootropic on the planet, I swear by Alpha Brain Black Label. I like the Focus Shot, but Black Label's for your thick friend here. Go to onit.com/FATK. You save 10% off everything.
Everything.
Onit.com/FATK. You're welcome. If you want to get more depressed, go to SeaWorld.
Oh yeah.
I took my family to SeaWorld, and
Yeah.
I've never seen that Blackfish documentary, so I didn't, I was like, whatever. I'm sure they've changed their ways. And my girl wanted to take the kiddos, right? And I was like, can they even have killer whales? She's like, yeah, look it up. So I looked it up. She was right. They have killer whales. But now, because those trainers died, and then PETA and all that got involved in it. So they have killer whales, but they can't get in the water with them. But they still make them do tricks and shit.
Okay.
So the only difference
So
is
there is still a Willie the SeaWorld. There's still a show.
there's like 2 or 3 still killer whales in there, big boys, and they said around the world they have like 60, I think, but they can't breed them. So this is it. But I go, okay, well, what's your youngest one? He's like 15. I go, how long do they live? He goes, I don't know, 60 years, 70 years, depending if we take care of them. I'm like, oh, well, they're gonna be around forever, dude.
That's a.
He's like, but at the end of it, they'll be gone. I'm like, yeah, but dude, you're gonna be running this thing for the next 60 years with killer whales. And then there was one big killer whale. I haven't seen the dog before I went to SeaWorld, and it was a big one. And we did the thing where you eat lunch. You can eat lunch next to the fucking killer whales, and they're like going around. It's depressing. But the big one had his fin like this.
That's not good, right?
And I went. We had a tour guide with us. I go, we eat lunch. He leaves, and then when we're like seeing the seals or some bullshit. And I go, hey man, quick question. The big killer whale in there, he looked sad, dude. His fin was like this. He goes, dude, did you watch the doc? I haven't, but I know one of the things they reference is that means like it's depressed, not doing well, man. The biggest one in there, his fin's like this. And he goes, dude, that doc is bullshit, man. That's just propaganda. It's a sunburn. It's a sunburn, and it messes with the collagen in the fin, and then it goes down. I was like, that makes no. I didn't say that out loud. I went, oh, okay, cool. In my head, I was all, that makes no sense.
Are there killer whales in the wild like that?
Some of them, but again, they can be sad too. They think it's a depression thing, or But he says it's because the collagen breaking down that it slowly goes like that.
I got floppy flipper. So if I'm depressed and you say what's wrong, I go, I got floppy flipper.
Floppy
Gotta case
flipper.
the old floppy flips.
So then that was the first alarm. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But then the rest, like the penguins and stuff, they're thriving. They have like a frozen tundra where they can.
The problem I think with killer whales is if they're so smart. Chin, bring up an aerial view of SeaWorld and bring up where the killer whales are. Look at how small this area is.
No, I know that, but that's what they're saying. So we go through the whole thing. Kids have a blast. They're grabbing dolphins. Bossy was way too aggressive with the penguin, like grabbing his foot and shit. And then we get back to the hotel, and I go, hey, you guys want to see something? I have my 3 and 7-year-old. I'm like, I'm going to put on this documentary on SeaWorld. And they're like, yay, fish.
See how small that is?
Yeah, not terrible, but
this looks terrible here.
That back there's terrible.
That's a swimming pool that they live in.
But dude, so we put on the Blackfish documentary. Have you seen it, B?
No.
Dude, first of all,
I can't watch it.
It's awful. So first of all, there's one killer whale that was, they got it from Canada, was notoriously known for being super aggressive and killing instructors. So before it killed the big instructor, I think that was in Florida. Before it killed that instructor, it already killed somebody up in fucking Canada, and they just shipped it down to Florida.
That's like the priests that were molesting kids. They're like, you got to go down to this other person.
So he's already by nature aggressive, and he was huge too. And then what happens too is they're not in Canada. They used to lock him basically a cell. Solitary confinement in this little cell. So he was super angry. He's like, dude, I don't want to be here. So they sent him down to Florida. He's aggressive already, fucked up a trainer, but SeaWorld kept hiding it. Go, no, the corporate bullshit.
Money.
So then that one girl got killed by that sea lion. Here's the thing. That sea lion. I'm sorry, killer whale. That killer whale, before this, there's a guy who jumped into late at night. I think it was in San Diego, late at night. This same killer whale jumped into the exhibit, jumped in the water, was like swimming around. You know what happened to him?
No.
They didn't tell you?
No.
Oh, he got his genitals ripped off, sir.
What?
Yeah, that killer whale went, what do we have here? Looks like a little worm in the water.
Oh, because he was naked?
Oh, that's your wee-wee.
He was naked. Bit his dick off.
Ripped his dick off, killed him. Like, horrible death.
Oh, killed him.
They don't, dude, yeah, you rip your dick off. Killed him. They don't report that. They say guy jumped in, drowned. They don't tell you how he died. That poor trainer that died, dude, prior to this, he was super aggressive, and they show this trainer. He grabs the trainer by the leg, and because he's pissed, man, he wants to get out into the ocean. Mm-hmm. He's going under and he would dive under deep. And this trainer, he is a veteran, so he knew to hold his breath and not fight it, just let us do a thing. He come to the top, and he was like exhausted. You're talking 30 minutes going up and down, fucking with him. Finally, they let him go. They don't. I don't know if you can suspend the killer whale, whatever. They're like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Then that
Go to a corner.
That girl
go
trainer.
To the corner.
That girl trainer. Well, they reported, she got mauled by the killer whale. Mauled, sir? Why don't you look into it? They said because she had a ponytail, and they know you're not supposed to have a ponytail. Well, the ponytail had nothing to do with it. They have the video. She's sitting there, and it grabs her by the leg. When it takes it under, it doesn't rip her genitals off. Oh, it shank, scalp, honk,
It pulls her
off,
scalp
dude. They're the Ted Bundys of the sea,
So
Daddy.
it pulled her scalp off.
Ripped her scalp off, and when they did the autopsy, it was like ripped scalp, lacerations, crushed her head,
Jesus Christ.
ripped limbs off, broke every limb
it's
broken.
killer whale. So I don't know if you know this, but that's a. Is that a 20,000 pound animal?
6,000. Don't say 20,000. 6,000 pounds. 6,000.
I don't know how much they are.
6,000.
I think they're bigger than 6,000.
No, 6,000 pounds, dude. 20,000, bro? It's not a dinosaur, bitch.
Eight.
6
Yeah.
to 8.
That's a female adult. Look at the males.
No, but
Look at the males.
no, the females are bigger than males.
Hold, please. I don't know about that, dude. I know my
16,000
pounds, Bubba. 16,000 pounds. Okay? Okay? Now listen. You calm down.
No, I'm saying the ones in the SeaWorld aren't that big because they're
Right.
they're raised in the
But
small confinements.
by the way, as if there's a difference. Like 8,
No, the one that killed her is 6. The one that killed her was 6,000 pounds.
Okay, that's a lot of weight.
It's all, but it's also they're savages. They have no enemies in the ocean.
Well, 22,000 pounds, heaviest killer whale. Jesus. 32 feet long, 22,000 pounds.
That thing's enormous.
Yeah. And
But
so,
after you watch that doc, you're like, what are we doing?
what are we doing?
And I looked at my girl. I go, hold up, I've never seen this doc.
Yeah.
I'm ignorant to it.
Yeah.
But you've seen the dog and you still allow us to go to SeaWorld? Yeah, I go, that's fucked up.
Yep.
That's
Did I ever
fucked
tell
up.
you when I
That's
did I
fucked
ever
up.
tell you I got caught in Riptide in New Zealand?
Yeah.
And I got
Was there a
pulled
killer
out,
whale?
and a pod of killer whales saw me, and I went,
And they rushed you back in?
and no, it didn't do anything. It just slapped the water with its tail,
And then kept on keeping
and
on.
then they all jumped over me, and then they formed a circle around me,
See, I like you're making the story a little more exciting because you're about to,
and they created bubbles
because
for
you're going to
me.
associate SeaWorld with you getting trapped at
Well,
sea, which
I-
has nothing to do with each other. And I
Right.
appreciate you kind of blending it
Well,
with
I'm
SeaWorld,
blending
which
it
I
because
appreciate.
they all formed these bubbles, and it brought
rode
me
the
to
bubbles.
the surface because I was drowning, and it washed me ashore. And then I went like this. I went, Anya.
And they didn't
I-
rip your dick off. They
and-
sucked you.
No, they couldn't believe my dick, even in cold water.
They
my
thought it was a
dick
moray
is-
eel.
Yeah.
No, but the other thing at SeaWorld is when you pay for that thing, the food's awful. The buffet food, terrible.
Yeah, get better food.
That depressed me.
Of course
dude,
get
my
better
fin went like this just from the fucking buffet.
Yeah.
The food was awful. And then when we went to the sea, it's the dolphin exhibit. They can't get in the water with them. They can't get in the water with any of the
Oh, with
animals.
dolphins either?
No, because people keep dying. I mean, dolphins don't
Yeah.
give a fuck either.
Dolphins
right?
are
They're
smart.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Even then, the trainers not happy. They just you could tell there's like some weird like SeaWorld drama going on.
The trainers were not happy.
There's just drama. Like,
Well, first of all,
they're real short with us. They're like, all right, we need to break this up into how many do we have? And she's like, I just told you, we have 4 groups. We'll break it into 5. She goes, we don't have 5. We only have 4 dolphins. And so they're like, oh my, this is weird. And then she's trying to do the dolphin do tricks, and she blows with. She goes, whatever. Rexy's being difficult today. Doesn't want to do it. He goes, keep the animal that you have. Keep the animal that you have. We don't have time for this. I was like,
Wow.
My kid's like, Daddy, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm not sure. But
Wow.
And then they fucked up and they allowed the rest of the people to come in because you're supposed to have like this private tour.
Yeah.
They allowed them to come like, let's wrap it up. We were there for 3 minutes.
When you have, when you are a SeaWorld trainer, you get into that so that you can, I'm guessing, you can swim with killer whales and dolphins. Like you got into that because you want to be on the top of their nose as they push you in and you stand like that and everybody claps.
Some of them just do it for the love of the animals,
Sure.
but in that Blackfish documentary, like, that's what I thought. Like, my son was asking me, he's like, Dad, to be one of them, because he loved it. Tiger's so into animals like I was as a kid. We just bought lizards. So he was like, Dad, I have to go to school to do this stuff. I'm like, dude, you got to major in zoology, blah, blah, blah. Telling him, like, you'll do all this schooling. No, man. You watch that Blackfish documentary, the one guy was like, yeah, I was like fixing brake pads, and then there's a sign to come to SeaWorld. So next thing you know, I'm in the water with killer whales. He's like, then I didn't know I was going to love it so much, so I just stuck around. He died.
He died.
Oh, he died. Oh, he died, sir.
Yeah.
Because that killer whale.
No, because
that killer whale went.
killer whale.
That killer whale went.
Because killer whale.
Cannonball on him, though. On him.
that true?
So you see the killer whale tuck his fin like this and just cannonball right on his face. Yeah, he died. He died.
Yeah, that's not going to work out.
He died.
Yeah.
They said he drowned.
Well, that's a lot of weight.
They said he drowned.
That's a lot of.
But the point is that killer whale that was killing everybody.
Yeah.
This is where SeaWorld fucked up. They show him breed him, so they just get his big old cock out and they just stroke it. Like,
really?
Man, there's just a dude stroking it into a bag.
That's not true.
Yeah, I promise. They show him, he's like laying on his back. You know how when they call him like, hey, and they come up and it's a big sea dick.
Is that true?
This thing is a big sea cucumber.
Bring up killer whale dick.
No, it's a big sea cucumber. Like, baby, for reals. This at least this long.
Yeah.
This wide. There it is.
That's a cock.
I don't know if this is.
That's a real.
No,
cock.
go that one. Like it looks like a.
one?
Yeah, that's it.
That's his dick.
See, they thought it was the Loch Ness monster,
a whale
bitch.
penis.
Yeah, that's not. That ain't the Loch Ness monster. That's a big old Loch Ness cock.
Wow.
Yeah, so they jack that thing off and get the semen into baggies. Now here's the thing. There it is. That big old cucumber.
That's a hump.
They're there jacking it hard.
Sea kind of right here, right?
That's from Blackfish. That's the actual. There it is.
Oh man.
So his name's Thicccboy.
There you go.
That Thicccboy's that fucking Ted Bundy of the sea. So Thicccboy, they jack him off nonstop, and then they got all the other female killer whales pregnant with his DNA.
Yeah.
The problem is he's the killer, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be like us taking Charles Manson,
Sure.
jacking him off, and them having all this offspring.
That's right.
So those other killer whales are all seeds of this fucking serial killer whale.
Well, that serial killer whale was also made a serial killer because of the fact that they kept him in jail.
Well, that too, right? That too. But then also, he's just an aggressive killer whale by nature. That's what this from day one.
Probably, yeah.
And then they're showing what happens. They're showing what happens when you introduce the killer whales into a new pod. They get so fucked up.
They do.
Yeah, man.
They get
And
beat
they had this huge one. He's like, whatever, 10,000 pounds. He was so big, he was as agile as the females. They take their dorsal fins and run against his tummy and his bodies. Dude, huge gashes.
Ow.
And they show his big ass jump up, and the crowd's like, yeah, blood.
Oh, no.
Everyone's like, oh my God. They're like, okay, we have to shut this down. Just blood everywhere. So when you see, when I asked the same thing, those killer whales had marks all over them. I mean, what are the fucking scars from? They go, yeah, it can be from them going on the bottom and doing. I'm like, dude,
it's because
are you guys whipping these killer whales?
He's the new kid, and the other guys are going, I'm going to cut you up with my. We're going to cut you up. We're going to mark you up.
And this dorsal fin's not sad. This thing is fucking razor sharp.
Yeah, no kidding. And they can cut you with their dorsal fin. Yeah, that's
the whole thing was just
again.
No, the kids had to eat blast.
You're talking about animals.
It's
you're
a
talking
good
about
time.
the kind of animals where great whites, full-grown great whites, if they even hear them anywhere,
They disappear.
they're like, run, and they run
Disappear.
away.
Great whites.
Great whites are like, holy shit. Killer
Now
whales.
I'll be transparent. Kids had a great time. Okay, at the expense of these killer whales.
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy and this family had a good time.
Well,
But it was very sad once you know what's going on there.
are they giving that away for free?
They're not. That's way cheaper than Disneyland or some shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Disneyland's insane. Disneyland, you gotta give up a
that'll
kid.
cost you $5
Yeah, trade your kid in. Yeah. Disneyland's out of control.
Yeah, it's out of
SeaWorld is a good time, and if you talk to them, they're doing a lot to take care of the animals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the rest of the animals, all good, baby. The one white whale was doing his thing, you know? He looked like he was having a good time.
Beluga in there?
Yeah, the beluga, my son's
that a
favorite
beluga?
animal. He liked the white whale.
Belugas or something else.
Yep.
White
Yep.
whales.
He liked the white whale. Heavy on the white.
Yeah.
Yep.
White whales, the belugas.
I was like, what was your favorite? He was like, I like the white whale. I'm like, okay, well, don't say that out loud. I was like, didn't you like the black sea lion? He's
didn't
like,
like the
no,
narwhal?
the white whale, Dad. I'm like, all right, well, a little racism.
Yep. You know what the narwhal is?
The what?
A narwhal?
Uh-uh.
Bring up a narwhal. It's a unicorn.
Oh, they didn't have that there.
Look at that thing.
They had some fat-ass walruses.
Did they?
Yeah. Some octopus that looked extra sad.
Really?
They're smarter than the
Smart
killer
shit.
whales.
They're very smart.
And their tank's tiny.
Yeah.
I don't eat calamari.
No. Are you going to get an octopus?
No, they're bad animal to own.
Why?
Because they like to hide.
So they hide?
Yeah, they're awful. They just hide, and the only time they come out is when you put fish in there for
Don't
them
they
to
get
eat.
used to them and stuff?
No,
then?
oh no, son.
No?
no. They like to play hide and go seek 24/7.
They do?
Yeah, so if you get one, you're like, okay, Okay.
And I don't think they
And
live,
you can only have one octopus. You can't have anything else in there because they kill everything.
they eat everything.
Everything. You can't have coral, dude. They'll fucking fuck up the coral
What?
and crunch it up.
So they
crunch
live
it up.
alone, and they're just like,
Yeah.
Now an octopus lives about a year, I think.
No. Certain ones do.
Lifespan.
The other one, no. They're so expensive, you wouldn't buy an animal for a year.
I think they don't have a long lifespan.
There's certain ones that don't.
3 to 5. Well, that's giant.
Giant Pacific
But that's what they have at
octopus, 3 to 5
SeaWorld is
years,
that
not
giant
long.
one.
Look at that. Both wildcats have lived roughly 1 to 5 years. I know a lot about things. Don't ever go, no.
Well, no, there's certain ones that only live a year, but 5 years, I guess you'd make that investment.
1 to 3 years.
But you don't want to buy a kid a fucking octopus and he lives for a year?
I know. Yeah,
Isn't that a bummer?
yeah,
A year?
I know. But I thought you wanted one of those super poisonous ones.
I do. Until I found out that all they do is play hide and go seek. And you can't fucking find them. My kid was like, what are we doing here?
It's not fun.
What are we doing here? Well,
Shapeshifter.
my fish guy, Brian, was like, yeah, dude, this dentist office, I usually, I'm an expert. He's legit. He's been doing it for 30 years. He goes, I know everything there is about fish. Because this dentist office, these Koreans, Jen, he goes, they wanted an octopus. He's like, you don't want an octopus. You're never going to see it. They're professional hide and go seek people.
You're never gonna
You're
see
never going to fucking see them. The only time you're going to see them is when I put fish in. And even then, if he knows there's people around, he's going to wait and then come out and steal them. He's like, you don't want it. Like, no, we need an octopus. Like, all right, bitch, we're getting an octopus. They get this massive tank. 80 grand later, they call, hey, where the fuck is the octopus? He's like, that's what I told you. You don't see him, right? Like, we never see him. He never comes out. You might see his little tentacle hanging off the side or some shit. Other than that, he's not like floating around, smiling and shit.
No.
No.
Damn.
Hide and go seek 24/7, bitch.
Really?
Yeah. And then they,
That's probably in the wild too,
yeah.
because everything wants to eat them.
You never see him.
Sharks want to eat them. Everything wants to eat them.
You never
Well,
see
my
him.
octopus teacher. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I don't eat. That's why I don't eat octopus.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. They're so smart.
So smart.
And they can feel how you're feeling when they grab on you. If you're scared,
I know.
if you're timid, if you're
See your
sad.
face.
Yeah,
They can
dude.
Tell your face.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man. It really makes you like. I saw this woman.
I mean, I'll eat
she
killer
raised
whale
a
right
donkey.
now.
This woman raised a donkey. Well, I got to start.
I'll eat
about
killer
that.
whale right now. Those
well,
things are the Ted Bundy of the
The
sea.
sushi place called Hump got shut down because they were serving dolphin and whale.
Well, it's called hump.
Dolphin and whale. It's called Hump.
They're giving away, dude. Hump.
Yep, it's a more gamey version of beef.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a mammal.
Oh, that's right.
It's a mammal.
It's mammal.
Now it lives on fish, but it's pretty delicious.
Yeah.
A lot of mercury apparently. But what was I going to say? This has been octopus talk.
I love a nice octopus to watch.
Oh,
in the wild.
This donkey saw this woman raise this donkey from a baby, and she calls him. The donkey hadn't seen her, and the donkey comes out and goes,
Rock hard.
and
rock
no, it
hard.
just put its face on her chest, and he was like, he was so happy. And you go, fuck, that's a donkey. They have deep feelings.
Yeah, some of them do.
Maybe I won't eat animals anymore.
Well, you don't eat
God, I
donkey.
love cow.
You don't eat donkey.
I don't eat donkey, but
Cows
I
are
would.
cute too. A baby cow's cute as shit, dude.
I know, but no, they eat donkeys.
But when you think about an octopus, there was this. I forget
that.
where this place was, but they have the video. You can look it up, Chin. I forget where it was, but they had an octopus all the way across the room. All the way across the room. Octopus
I know.
hiding out all the time.
yeah.
Then across the way, they had some expensive fish. They couldn't figure out why their fish kept disappearing. So they set up cameras. And when they left for the night and turned the lights down, the octopus, and they're escape artists, they're Houdini of the sea. They would, the camera caught this octopus walking across the fucking room into the other fish tank, eating, having his food, dipping back out into his tank, closing the lid so they didn't know it was him. And you're going to kill that thing?
That's crazy.
I remember we tried to look for this
And
video
dip it in
before.
marinara sauce,
There it
you
is.
fucking
It
savages.
says this, but it doesn't. We don't really see it.
No,
No, I remember we looked for this before.
no, but there's the guy did a thing.
I saw it
that
on
octopus
Instagram.
gets out of a jar.
Oh, dude, they're insane to keep. Insane.
Now that looks like it's real, bud.
What happened? No, I mean I just couldn't find the one where it goes
Yeah.
across and gets fish, but I remember it happening.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So it's just basically an octopus
Just
removing the
uncork
top
it.
of a jar.
He's like,
That's
sweet
crazy.
jar, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, octopus are sweet. They look cool too.
Donkeys and octopuses, my two favorite animals, guys.
My son's super into lizards now because where we buy our exotic fish, they have exotic.
Does he have a
reptiles.
bearded dragon?
With two of them.
Yeah.
Two of them, but they're still at the store right now because we're waiting because I had to buy the tank.
Oh.
So we're at lizards.
So now you got lizards. You're gonna have to feed them crickets or
Crickets.
mealworms.
No, just crickets.
Smell like the worst ass.
No, crickets are easy.
But they'll
'Cause
stink.
My arowanas eat crickets, so I already buy crickets.
Oh.
Yeah, arowanas eat crickets.
Do they get out?
No. They get out and go to heaven, cricket heaven.
Yeah, they go to
because the arowanas destroy them.
Yeah, how
you
many-
see legs in the water like this.
Oh boy.
They destroy them.
Yeah.
It's
They
fun
go
to
right
watch.
for them.
It's fun to watch.
Your arowana. How's the luck streak going?
The what?
How's the luck streak going?
What's that? Oh, good.
Good luck.
Yeah,
right?
been good luck. They're getting bigger too. I gotta upgrade my tank.
I'm gonna come and dip my finger in there.
No, not for you.
No, just for the luck.
No,
I'm gonna touch
it's
it.
gonna rub off.
You're
bad
gonna
luck.
catch me like this, grabbing it.
Just try and get the luck. Or you eat them,
Yeah.
cut them up, eat them.
Yeah.
Welcome to humps.
Like you come home, I got a nice Chianti, and just a nice Sancerre
Good luck catching that
with a
thing,
bib,
dude.
with a bib like this. How are you?
No,
Like, what
I
the
catch you
fuck
by the
is going
tank with
on?
a fish rod.
Yep. And I'm like, taking over fighter than the kid.
Good luck, dude.
Remember in Game of Thrones when he's eating he's eating a sausage, and Reek realizes he hasn't a penis anymore.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I just put it together. That he was eating dick.
Eating a sausage like they look at him,
Disgusting.
He goes, I don't want this. Psycho motherfucker.
Are you looking forward to the fight Saturday? We're doing a companion for it.
I'm really looking forward.
Calabasas Fight Companion. You, me, Tripoli, and Chito Vera.
That's really exciting.
Don't ask Cheeto stupid questions.
I love Cheeto Vera.
Who doesn't?
I'm excited about this.
Who do you got, buddy?
I mean, look. You know what?
Now, here's the thing. Alex Pereira is 3-0 against him.
I know.
And in history, whenever, especially in the UFC history, it never works out for the guy who lost when he's trying to get the belt back in the history of it. I don't care too much about that stuff. I'm just throwing it out there before you give a pick.
It's an important.
I still have Izzy winning by either finish in the first 2 rounds or decision.
My problem is the thing I can't get around is that Alex Pereira is
Pierre.
bigger, stronger, and I believe Alex can just cut the ring off, close distance, get flat-footed, and start banging. And I don't know what Izzy does about
But
it.
he didn't do that till late in the rounds last time. So
Right.
you think he's going to do it early on
I
this
think
time?
late in the round they went like this. They went, "Hey, we're done playing around.
Yeah, what we're doing is not working.
Yeah,
Because
just
he was
go-
losing.
Go and yes, now go and punch him in the face a lot."
Now remember this, but he tried that in the first fight, just not too long ago. I think it was December last year at Madison Square Garden. He tried that, and if there was 10 seconds left in that first round, he would have got finished. Alex
Would
Pereira,
you
when he
say
goes forward,
that's
gets
because
finished.
he got caught after the bell though?
No. He was
I
he
feel
got
like he
saved after.
did.
No. He was on Queer Street, dude.
Yes, but I think he got hit.
No.
I think he did.
There's more punches after, but he was wobbling
Right,
around.
but I think
Izzy was already throwing when the bell.
As the bell rang.
he
Yes,
was
but
throwing.
I think Alex,
Which-
made a
which is
mistake
legal.
going,
Yeah,
I'm
which is
done.
legal
But,
about
Alex went, "I'm done." Boom.
Oh, I don't think so.
so.
No.
We can play the
because the
clip
bell
later.
didn't ring
Let
yet.
me see it.
Yeah, but we
Let's
can't
look
play it
at
on air, obviously.
But let me look at it. I think you're going to find that I'm.
No, I just watched it, B.
Yeah. Let me watch this because I watched that and I think.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know though. So you're thinking that Izzy will find a way to deal with that onslaught, with that power.
Izzy could ride. He could.
Maybe the next 2 years.
Shit, hold on.
Maybe the next 2 years. Oh wait, I'm 20. I gotta
Oh, this is the finish of Izzy though.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Jeez.
People think that was a controversial stoppage. Yeah, none of that's it, Chin.
Just go to the full video.
Well, I don't have the full video.
Those low kicks are a motherfucker, Brennan. Right?
Not for Izzy. The
No?
low kicks did nothing. No, he's a professional kickboxer.
Yeah, but
So, but the point is we'll deal with it later, Chin. It's too much of a hold up.
yeah.
But the point is
You can find
that
it with no sound. Go ahead while we talk.
Yeah, I'll do it.
the point is that the time that they've spent together, even in kickboxing, the 2 fights before this, and then the 1 fight in the UFC, Izzy's won the majority of the rounds.
Yeah.
It's just Alex Pereira hit so fucking hard.
I know.
Here
Alright,
it is.
Yeah. let me see.
shots, and he landed a big knee.
See that?
See?
See, but he was wobbling
You're
way
right,
before that.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, apologize. Hey, apologize though. Right? Right?
You're right, Bubba.
Yeah, of course I'm right. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know I'm rooting for Izzy. You know I want him to win badly.
Yeah, me
just
too.
because I just think he's awesome.
But I also know we love Izzy. I'm rooting for Izzy. I think Izzy, straight up, heart of hearts, I think Izzy gets it done. But none of it matters because Alex Pereira's future is at light heavyweight. Izzy's gonna be at middleweight.
That's right.
And the only thing people are doing is keeping the throne warm for Hamzat. That's it.
Hamzat.
That's it.
You think Hamzat beats Izzy
Yes.
with his wrestling or what?
Yeah. Yep. I think he beats Izzy. I
Izzy
think
doesn't know what's better
I
wrestling.
think he has an easier time beating Alex Pereira.
Yeah, because Alex doesn't
Zero
wrestle.
wrestling. Zero.
Right.
So that's why Alex needs to go to light heavyweight because who's the champion at light heavyweight? Not a wrestler. Jamal Hill, straight striker.
That's right.
And he doesn't have the pedigree that Alex Pereira does. I think Alex Pereira is going to be champion, which he already is. So at middleweight and champion at light heavyweight.
Yeah, but there are guys at 205. There are certain Russian guys. Can't remember that guy's name.
Jan?
There are guys that are going to.
Jan can wrestle.
And the other guy, the
Yuri?
there are guys who are going to take him to the ground. I don't
Magomed?
think. I think. Yeah. There are too many guys who just really understand wrestling.
None of that matters.
Yeah.
I'm saying that there's better matchups for him because after Izzy, it gets dicey with Alex Pereira. The rest of that division can all grapple. All of them.
Yeah.
And then Hamzat, it's either in the next few months he gets a title shot, or it's just a matter of time.
Yes.
But and he's a better grappler than anybody at light heavyweight or middleweight.
Yeah.
So he's there. So at light heavyweight, look, Yuri, striker, Jamal Hill, champion, striker. Magomed's going to be a nightmare. Jan's going to be a nightmare. Racket, he's coming off injury, but Racket, when he's back, striker. So Racket, Yuri, and Jamal Hill, all great matchups for Pereira. Anthony Smith, fun matchup. He's a striker. You know, Krylov, striker. Johnny Walker, pure striker. Ozmer, pure striker. Paul Craig, grappler, nightmare, but he probably won't get the shot at him soon.
Yeah.
But you look at that.
You're right.
Look
You're
how
right.
look how
You're
fun
right.
that is. And
Magomed,
then go to middleweight. Go to
Ankalaev is
middleweight.
Magomed Ankalaev, who can strike but also wrestle. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but Jan and him went to a
Yes.
draw.
Yes. Now, let's get back to Izzy. And so you think? I mean, I forgot about that. Izzy is. If
Izzy was
if
winning that
anybody
fight.
Can get it done. It's Izzy.
Of course, but Izzy was winning that fight,
Yeah.
dude, all the way up to that final
Yeah.
blow.
He just can't afford to get caught like that, and that's
Here's the
a
thing:
big-
Izzy can get up the first 3 rounds and then make it very boring the 4th and 5th.
true.
Just ride
You
it
think
out.
that might happen?
Yes, I think either Izzy knocks him out or wins.
I'm taking Israel Adesanya.
Yeah. Oh, you
I'm
are
taking Israel Adesanya.
now. To be fair, and what's his name? P.D. Carroll, who does that show with P.T. Carroll, who does that show with Ariel. I guess he has an interview come out today. He was saying in the interview, he interviews Izzy's coach, who's one of the best minds in the game. And he said he went into that interview thinking Izzy was going to win, but talking to the coach, he's like, no, I think Pereira's going to win. Because he was saying Pereira is the greatest knockout artist ever in UFC history. He goes, because fundamentally, because that's when they watch tape, they're trying to break it down, like figure out his power and where he gets it from. He goes, none of it makes sense. The way how heavy he's on his front foot, his power is from God, man.
Yes.
He's the hardest hitting guy in the UFC of all time,
Yes. Nightmare.
which is scary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why he'll be champ at light heavyweight, no doubt.
This guy, I mean,
Him versus Jamal Hill's a ridiculous fight.
I don't think Jamal Hill doesn't have the. He just doesn't have the patterns. He's not as high level a striker.
No.
I think Pereira breaks him down right away and says, "I see what you're doing," and knows what. Look at him.
That's him sparring a Chinese boxer champion that's like 6'6".
290.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's
weight.
a beast, dude. He's just a fucking beast. He's been doing this for so long. What?
Yeah, but I think Izzy gets it done.
Man, if anybody can, it's Izzy. If anybody can,
Rest card is tasty too. Gilbert Burns, Masvidal.
yeah. I mean, I got Burns on that only because
He's a huge favorite.
Masvidal's become too wealthy. He's got other shit going on. Whenever you have other
Ton of
shit going
stuff.
on,
Ton of stuff.
It's
We know
hard.
this. Ton of stuff.
Whenever you got other
We're
shit going on, it's
negotiations
really
and-
hard to.
But then also, Masvidal said, if I lose, it's my last fight. Whenever I hear that, I'm like,
Right.
that ain't good.
Yeah.
Good for him. That
Yeah.
means he can move on and do other stuff.
Definitely.
But also, as the fight game goes, when you have all those other options, it's not good.
You got Holland over Ponzinibbio?
Easy. Yeah, Holland mops the floor with him. Adrian Yanez, Rob Font. That's the fight of the night.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I know you don't.
You're right. We talked about
Yep.
this.
Yep.
I know nothing about
Of course you
Rob
don't. Rosa Jr., Christian Rodriguez, good. Rosa Jr. is the 18-year-old. with
Yeah.
the long face.
Oh yeah.
The longest face. But
Yeah.
he's a superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar. But that's not an easy fight for him. I think he wins via decision, but that's a tough fight for him.
Yeah. But go back to Rob
Yeah, Joe
Font,
Pfeiffer is a
Adrian
savage.
Yanez.
Mearshart.
Why is that the fight of the night?
Rob Font, Adrian Yanez. Oh man, it's the first so Adrian's undefeated in the UFC. It's the first real test for Adrian. He's been mopping the floor with everybody. Rob Font, top 5. Dude.
Who's the guy that Rob Font fought? The last guy. he
Fought Cheeto?
Oh right.
He got beat up really, really bad. It was a rough fight for him.
Yeah.
Cheeto, Jose was a tough one.
Yeah.
Before that, he was murking dudes. So Rob Font's one of the best there is. It's a very tough fight for Giannis. This is where we're going to see if he's actually a contender.
It's gonna be like an amazing
Who was the last guy
boxing
Adrian
match.
Yanez fought?
That's the thing. Adrian hasn't. He's that guy
Joe Kelly.
who hasn't really been tested. What'd you say?
Didn't he fight Joe Kelly last?
Yeah, he
Oh, there you
hasn't.
go.
Yeah,
Tony.
Tony Kelly.
Yeah.
But so you look at a lot of those guys aren't in the UFC anymore. And that was the not look at performance of the night, performance of the night, performance of the night, fight of the night, performance of the night.
Damn.
Savage.
Wow.
Good, great kid too.
You should watch his highlights, Brian. His highlight clips is insane.
Yeah, before Companion, I'll send you some fights on him.
Okay.
It'll blow your mind. The kid's fucking
Really?
talented, man.
Jesus.
This is a great. It's a great, just overall MMA fight. But both their boxing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. High caliber. Both of them. Kevin Holland needs a win. He's coming off 2 losses.
We got Kevin Gastelum still at it.
Kelvin.
Kelvin. I
Yeah,
mean.
Kelvin.
Why? It's funny how people. What is the prelim card? Is it just where your ranking is, and that's where you
What do you
go?
mean?
Where they take a guy like Kelvin Gastelum who's been around for so
He's a
long.
name. He's a name. He's the main event on the prelims. So
Right.
they always put a big name on the prelims,
Right.
in order to sell more.
So it's not like
pay-per-views.
it's not a, and that's a good thing. That when you're a fighter, if you're the name on the prelim, it's fine. Like
Not really. It
yeah.
sucks if you're Kelvin
Little bit of a
Gastelum.
step
Used to
down.
fight for a title, yeah. But they'll just use your name to sell more
Look at
pay-per-views.
Michelle Watterson. Changed her name to Gomez. She got married. She was married.
Mearshart, Joe Pfeiffer's a great fight. Carl Williams, Chase Sherman. Cynthia Calvillo used to be, we thought she was the next thing at strawweight. We thought she was the next champ. Yeah, no, you don't want to be in the prelims, B.
Yeah.
No. And usually they'll do like a young guy there to see how he does, and then they'll get you to the main card. But like for that Rosa Jr. to kick off the main pay-per-view is insane at 18. 18 years old, that long face. Dude, 18?
I know.
Nuts.
Now, his face, some of that is not from fighting. Some of that is just the way his nose was, I think. But look at his ears. This kid's been fighting.
No, he
for
looks
how
like
long?
a Spanish conqueror.
Yeah.
He looks
But I
identical.
think
to that.
he had a cleft palate. He was born with a cleft palate, so his nose and his nose and his lip were attached when he was born.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that that's not necessarily from getting punched in the face. That's just the way his nose is.
And he has a, like, if you hear him speak, he
got a
has a
little
bit
bit
of some sort of a
Yes.
speech
That's from
impediment
a
type
cleft
of thing.
palate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
don't
cleft
know.
palate doing that.
Yeah. Now, what is his? How long has
So
he been
talented.
fighting? Since he was like 6.
He's been fighting since he was 2 years old.
It's crazy.
Habsburger jaw. It's like a thing.
What is his real condition?
It's like a thing in your family history.
Yeah. Wow.
His brother looks completely different, though.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's not an easy life, man,
No.
for that kid. That's
No,
what
it's not.
sucks.
I also think that like it's a little bit like the you got that kid, and then you've got who's our boy Aaron Pico, and these kids have been boxing since they were really young and taking shots to the head, and
Different for him because he doesn't have the same background as Pico. Pico was
doesn't,
national champion boxer.
Yeah.
National champion wrestler.
but
since
what
he was
I've
like
noticed
4.
that he goes out real quick, and sometimes you can get that your body
Pico's
kinda
different
shuts
because
down.
he's straight up scrap in boxing.
Right.
Rosa has it.
I would never have. I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
At all, right?
No. Although Canelo, same thing. Worked out for him.
Boxers
too.
are really, really careful though in those gyms with those kids.
No, they're not.
They are actually though, because the way you are raised, they everything is really controlled.
No,
like
no,
the
no,
main thing is don't get hit.
No. Those Mexican gyms, Canelo probably had 1,000 fights by the time he turned pro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone's doing the same shit.
I
Just
think it's
certain people are different. Also, MMA is different.
yeah.
You hit in MMA, it's a little different than you hit in boxing. It's just different. And then some people just are like Canelo's made for it. Some people aren't. Aaron Pico, Pico's on a winning streak now, though.
He is.
Yeah, with Greg
He is?
Jackson. Fuck yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's destroying dudes now, man.
He's just awesome. I always wanted he was wrestling on the international circuit at 16 years old. He's just a prodigy.
Well, look at that. So you start off rough, and then he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He lost his last one against Jeremy Kennedy, but he won 6 in a row.
Wow. That's because the shoulder popped out in the
Yeah.
corner.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, and they try to yank it back.
I know. Oh, I know. Did him a disservice there. Yeah, he's a savage though.
All right.
He's still doing the damn thing.
Okay.
Still hope for him.
Good.
What do you got, Jen?
All right, you guys are talking about Stormy Daniels and
Oh, were
Trump.
we ever?
Were we
her
ever?
views on YouPorn have gone through the roof.
That's
So I
exactly what we're
checked it
talking
out.
about now.
I want to see what this
would
this
too.
what slayed the trumpet.
She gets record-breaking bump. I hope she's making money off this.
Absolutely not, sir. No.
They said that she might. I don't know how it works with Pornhub, but I think she does get some sort of like.
I assume she has OnlyFans.
it's like streaming with
I
music.
assume
maybe?
she has OnlyFans. Right?
I would imagine too. Yeah. Or her own like website or something
Right,
like that.
Probably.
tits out on
I'd be-
OnlyFans.
I wonder if she's doing any kind of a dance circuit. Or
Oh, she
like
is. Oh, yeah.
special.
Oh, she is. All the Trump sports got and see her at
Yeah.
Cheetahs, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
So it jumped 32,400%.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You got the president checking out. Think if Marilyn Monroe was on there, went during JFK. You
Jeez.
check that out. I have to check it out.
I'll tell you what.
I want to see what all the fuss was about.
I'll tell you.
It's
what.
better option than YouPorn. I'll just put that out there.
Better option than you.
Yeah.
And you guys mentioned that she has to pay $122,000 in like lawyer fees because her
The NDA.
defamation suit was she lost her defamation suit
Yeah.
against Trump.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, Venice, Whole Foods, 2 days ago, we've been there 1,000 times. 2 people shot and killed. Guy came up and went bang, bang.
In Venice?
Yeah. They think it was a drug thing, so it looked
That
like
Whole
a
Foods
hit.
right off Abercrombie?
Yeah.
Why is
Right
it
off
not-
of Rose, actually. Rose.
Oh, the Rose one. That
Yeah.
one's a little dicey. Rose
yeah,
is
it's
dicey.
dicey.
It's
Guy went
dicey.
bang,
That
bang,
area
right,
is a little
right in the
dicey.
fucking...
In
2
the-
shot and killed in parking lot at Whole Foods Venice.
Why isn't this on the
Suspect
news?
who shot and killed 2 people near a taco stand.
That taco stand's right off the
Yep.
Venice Boulevard right
Yep,
there.
I've gotten tacos there.
You bet your sweet ass you have.
Wow. In parking lot of CVS Pharmacy. She was the shooting occurred at 9:15 p.m. Monday in the parking lot.
Jesus Christ, man.
Wow. I've been there 1 million times.
Me too.
So someone just approached them and shot him
Yeah, I think it looks like they think it was a hit,
in Venice.
gang related.
It's
Yeah,
unknown.
they think they were both homeless.
Well, that's not gang related.
No, but they think it was a drug thing, but I don't know.
Let me guess. The homeless didn't pay him.
The homeless guy didn't pay them.
You know. Either way, man,
knows?
it's
Who
terrible.
My thing is like when they can't find the guy right away, like it's a lot of times it's like that person probably is living under a bridge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, that says CVS.
No, that was a different one.
Oh, Jesus
2020.
Christ.
In 2020.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
CVS is right across the street.
A lot of
My dad's in Venice right now. I'm supposed to
killing,
take the
man.
kids and see him tonight
Well,
for dinner. Not
It's not
anymore.
good.
I tell you, it's outrageous.
Uber
I am
Eats.
outraged.
We're doing Uber Eats, bitch.
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah,
Scary.
yeah.
What else you got, Jen?
So this one actually happened not too far from here. This is at a
God damn it.
but no one died. But this is a crazy woman in her 20s trying to steal an older lady's purse and then try to steal her car afterwards. Just play it for you.
That's her trying to steal the car?
Yep.
Where are they, at Costco?
Looks like a CVS. I can't tell.
CV, huh?
Was she the worst crook in the world?
I know. She can't drive for shit. But she's hitting everybody.
I like how this lady's just sitting there.
Just putting her groceries in there.
Why don't you break the window, dude?
It's really hard to break a window. Hits that person's car and the other one.
I mean, she is just. If you're just
gotta
listening
get- you
to
gotta
this,
get in your
this
car
lady is
and
straight
stop her.
monster jamming the entire Costco parking lot in a Hyundai Sonata. Does she get away?
No, they catch her. And what's cool is like there's a woman that actually
She doesn't
caught
know
her
what
too.
she's
Oh
doing.
my God.
Let her and Trish.
Why does she want the
cannot
car
drive.
that bad?
She's crazy.
She's probably a drug addict or something. But then here's some of the here's some
Dude,
clips.
she
This guy-
fucked
makes me laugh because that's how we all would be, right? Like if it just happened, like what the fuck?
You gotta kick that. What I do is I jump in the air and I kick through the windshield and knock her out.
But then
do
you
that.
might die, bro, because she's gonna.
no, what I do is like and
then bounce
knock
off.
her out.
But
I
see,
put-
a woman actually helped tackle
there you
her.
go.
One with red hair.
On the ground. It's hard not to give her a couple shots in the back of the head for that.
Oh man, it's hard not to give
Kill
her.
somebody, you piece
Hard
of
not to
shit.
give her a Kirby. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but she's also just a mess.
I like how that one lady was just standing there, like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you gonna
man,
do?
Maryland man facing years in prison after calling ex-girlfriend over 800 times. In 2
He
days.
could
He-
face
he
up
has
to
to have
5
an
years.
app.
Why is that 5 years?
Because it's also it's like
Harassment?
what do you call it when you're abusing them online? It's kind of
Yeah, but that's
Cyber stalk.
cyber stalking.
Yeah.
Some do with cyber crime. Yeah, but there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 800 calls in 2 days, that's 400 a day average. So I'd assume he was using some sort of app to keep calling, right? Or is he doing
Oh no,
it
he's
by-
just crazy as
Probably
hell.
just crazy.
And then he would do stuff like post stuff on social media to like get to her too, like bad stuff as well. So he's
yeah. It
he's
sounds
giving
like
her
he
a
doesn't
really
have
hard
a
time.
job.
He also sent her
and
a
he's a little
1,000 texts over several months. Use social media posts to embarrass her and interfere with her livelihood.
Yeah.
Cyberstalking is a pervasive problem that we treat very seriously.
I think it's appropriate to put him in jail for 5 years because I don't think anybody's going to miss him. Is that too much, everybody?
The charges
go
come
back to his face for a
Listen,
second.
the charges. Hold on, Chin. The charges come after a man in the UK earlier this month was sentenced to 17 weeks imprisonment for harassing a BBC presenter over Facebook.
Yeah,
that's his face.
He looks like he's made the wrong choices. I don't like how skinny.
You guys
his
go to
neck
the
is.
same barber, right?
We
Same
go to the
haircut?
same barber. I'm not happy with how skinny his neck is and how.
At least
big
his
ears
eyes
are.
aren't just pitch black.
Yeah, his eyes aren't off oblong. Everything's wrong here.
He's like,
Yeah.
And that's his ex. So they dated for at least some time. He's
I'm
a
sure
crazy
she tried
dude.
to work it out, and then he was
out.
wouldn't get off the
Crazy.
couch or out of the. He lives in a hole.
Yeah, something's mentally off with him.
yeah,
for
just
sure.
look at him for God's
Yeah,
sakes.
things don't.
This popped up as well. I don't know much about this, but the
Oh, this
Cash
is
App-
terrible. So Jake Shields
Yeah,
tweeted
that's
this. He
why.
goes, yesterday,
Here it
Jake
is.
goes, my friend was stabbed in San Francisco and died. He had 2 daughters. When are you guys going to do something? I didn't know it was this guy. So this guy started Cash App.
Cash App, yeah, one of the
He's
founders.
like a
Hold
billionaire.
on,
millionaire.
go back to
So
what
Jake Shields?
what Jake Shields said.
I just found my good friend was
Good
killed
part
last
of the
night while
city
walking in
appeared to
San
have been
Francisco.
targeted in a random attack.
I didn't realize San Francisco's that bad. Now I don't know.
Terrible. Oh, San Francisco's awful, Jim. Yeah, awful.
Yeah, only 43 years old.
Had 2 little girls.
Oh no.
Going back to the fish stuff, this is what Georgie found. So someone, if you can,
Yeah, someone took a flash photo of this giant aquarium, and this fish commits suicide by running into the glass head first.
Or maybe he thought,
Or like it scared him or something.
boom. You see right there, right?
I don't
got
think he meant.
scared.
I don't think he
He
meant
got
to do that. Yeah,
scared.
scared.
Yeah.
Like even with like
me see it again.
home aquariums, when you turn the lights on, they go. They don't like it, man. It's not natural. So I never do that. I turn the house lights on first, and then slow ease them into it.
Boom.
He maybe just couldn't see and freaked the fuck out from the flash.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
The other fish are like, Jesus Christ, Craig.
And also, when you're fishing, we use lures that flash, so it's just instinctual too. They might be trying to go after bait or something. I don't know, but
This tragic incident. All right. Well,
so you can't really do
tragic is
flash
the wrong
anymore.
word. It's just the wrong word.
Yeah, we just
careful.
talked
I
about
eat
2
fish
people
all the
getting
time.
shot in
Yeah,
Venice.
I have fish oil in
That's
my body right
tragic.
now. Yeah.
This isn't good though. Also, don't lose your flash. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Also, I can't stand when people take pictures of just. If you're not in the picture, what are you gonna do with that, dude?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna show that to? Check out this fish I saw in the
It's the
aquarium
most
in Long Beach.
People videotape.
I'd be like, can I
out of the
Google it?
plane.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I can't deal with it.
We talked about Tekashi 6ix9ine being beat up at a gym. So
Yeah.
these are the guys, and I guess this older dude, he's like the leader of Latin Kings or something like that.
Oh.
Oh well. Now the guy on the right was like, "Hey, can you give me the Lloyd Christmas cut?
Yeah. That's,
Hey, can you give me the simple Jack haircut before I go to prison?"
the other guys have some strong beards, very Muslim looking.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, but I guess Latin Kings is a Latin gang, so
Yep.
They're the Latin gang. You don't mess with those.
And he's a leader in the Latin.
this guy right here, apparently,
Wow.
Is maybe one of the leaders. I don't know what that.
I think he had a tattoo of. I think he had, or he was talking about that.
Who had the Crocs on?
So you don't want to fuck with those.
Scott69 has a good point. He goes, just imagine having nothing to do with the situation and feeling obligated to make it your business. Very weird.
Yeah.
You got in the right, though.
Well,
Jesus
these guys are
Christ.
definitely going to be doing some time.
But all their boys are in there.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys are gang members, but for sure they were saying this person is. So anyway,
Well, I'd imagine the other
One guy
guys
has
were.
the same last name.
I think they're brothers.
Are they?
I mean, come on, they must be
they
related.
look
Well,
very
that's
similar.
obvious. Okay.
Yeah, the guy on the right's the outlier.
Yeah.
With the simple Jack haircut.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Anthony, you don't want to just shave it?
They gave him. They gave him the what for? They gave him a good old booting.
With Crocs.
Yes, and here's the thing though. It's like you know that the cameras are rolling, so you know something's.
Are you telling me these guys don't make good decisions?
Yeah,
That's them before the attack,
And that's one of the bald-headed guys going, no, he's right here, dude.
and he's calling his homies.
And they come pretty fast. They're probably like getting, froyo or something.
wow. And they're just gonna go. We're gonna beat him up in the.
Like, he has Crocs on.
Look at this.
So that's so the older guy calls the other. Then where's the simple Jack haircut guy?
He's coming soon.
No mask, no nothing. We're just gonna go in there and beat him up.
We can't go in mass, B.
There he is.
Who has the Crocs? Oh, the leader.
They both have Crocs, and then then one switches. He's like, let me get my good stomping shoes on. Insane.
Rough looking cats.
Yeah, if I saw them just doing that, I would be like, oh, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, but you're also working at Planet Fitness. So you're not gonna be like, I better get on this case.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, somebody's about to get fucked up.
Jim Sauna. Wow. Just gave him the what for?
All right, so before I get to the main current event on this one, this is a little bit of background. This person is named, I think, Dylan Mulvaney.
So
And,
so just so Kyle's familiar, she's transitioned and documented on TikTok and got famous for transition.
yeah, like really famous apparently, like
Yeah,
millions
like
of followers.
12 million followers.
Yes.
And then so she had posted something about freeing or something about being okay with the bulge movement because she's wearing these shorts. And it's probably better if I just play you the video first.
She's also the one sponsored by Bud Light. Mm-hmm. She's has her own Bud Light can.
That's where
That's pretty lit.
Fascinating.
So let me play this first.
Budweiser.
Before being a girl, round of applause for the makeup. And I wore this outfit shopping today. And I thought that these might be my new shopping shorts. But I was walking around and everyone was staring. And I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? And they were all staring directly at my crotch. And I went, oh, I forgot that my crotch doesn't look like other women's crotches sometimes because mine doesn't look like a little Barbie pocket. And I thought, okay, Dylan, you have some options here.
No, Dylan,
Number one,
they're staring at your huge
there's
cock.
Clothes that fit like this and just find looser fitting items. Number two, I can do a tuck, which is going to have to be a whole other video, but it's very painful and involved. Or number three, I just normalize it and I wear clothes like this and we all just normalize women having bulges sometimes. We're coming up on bikini season, baby, and you might see a bulge or two. So normalize the bulge. We are normalizing the bulge.
See, I like him.
Women
For
can
her.
have bulges and that's okay. We're not going to stare at their crotches while they're wearing their little shopping shoes.
He's got a great sense of humor, or she does.
Oh, thank you. Love you.
See, like, okay, let me just say something about Dylan Mulvaney. This is an adult who decided to go all the way, or do what they're doing.
Well, not all the way.
No, but do what
That's where
they're
the
doing.
bulge comes
Do what
from,
they're
right?
doing. I got no problem if an adult like that wants to do
I don't
this.
care.
Part of the American experience. Very funny, silly, the whole thing. Do your thing. I always say I draw the line when you start talking about kids. You start talking about gender affirming care, you start doing that with kids, you can go fuck yourself, you become my enemy. But I'm going to support any adult who, like, this is a colorful character, funny, entertaining, and look, you want to do that? Just expression. I mean, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah,
not saying you have to be comfortable with it.
I think
but-
you're out. I think that we're going on a limb saying that everyone's staring at her crotch. I don't think everyone's
Well,
like,
no.
oh my
no.
God.
But again, this is somebody who's always
I
coming
think
up with
everyone's like-
content, right? Always doing stuff, always coming
Oh,
up
yeah,
with
there's a
ideas.
reason, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else is...
Also, anyway, so when this happened, Senator Marsha Blackburn
yeah.
had commented on it. Hold on. Dylan Mulvaney, Joe Biden, and the radical left-wing lunatics want to make this absurdity normal. And then Caitlyn Jenner replied to it.
Go back up. Can you go up? Not only did Jenner misgender Mulvaney, but she also doubled down on her statement by following up with, there's a difference between acceptance and tolerance, and normalizing exposing your genitals in a public way in a public space. I do not support that at all in the slightest. Dylan, congrats. You're trans with a penis.
And then she called him a he.
There's a difference between, okay.
Hold on.
People online immediately came to Mulvaney and pointed out that Jenner's misgendering of Mulvaney as well. Can I read it?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the he part.
As well as the hypocrisy of Jenner, a fellow trans woman, making those comments. You called her a he. That's the issue. You don't see that?
Keep going
You would have
down.
had a fit if someone called you a he in a public eye. All right. Thanks, AJ Christie.
Something like, he's talking about his penis when they said the bulge
Somebody's
stuff.
like, nobody's exposing themselves. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about his
agree, Callie.
penis, yeah.
And then, anyways, after all this stuff happened, Dylan made a video about Caitlyn Jenner as well. But then Kid Rock, who normally likes Bud Lights, because
he always
Dylan
drinks
Mulvaney
Bud Light.
started promoting for Bud Light for March Madness.
Yeah, start promoting. Bud Light signed her.
Yeah, well, she's
And
on
give
the
her own
can.
can.
Her face
Yeah.
is on the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so this is Kid Rock's response.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all of you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Everybody has a right to express themselves as they will. I'm surprised is that on YouTube? Did they take that down or?
I don't think that's on YouTube. That was on his social media.
No, it's on Instagram.
But that's her promoting Bud Light.
You know, Bud Light's trying to get their name out there.
What do you think of that? It's kind of quiet in this room. It's a confusing time in general, isn't
It's
it?
not confusing. I think Bud Light was completely missed the mark on this, especially with their demo.
That's what I was thinking.
No
As
one's
a
going to buy.
marketing thing,
That's like Dodge or Ford
the
doing
weirdest
that.
thing in the
I'm
world.
not saying that.
You know Dodge is going electric? Your brother just told me?
No, I know. Yeah, after that. That's why
All-
they did
all
that.
electric,
That crazy one. Yeah. Everyone's
No.
headed that way. But
Yeah.
the thing is with this, it's like, it's not that I don't give a fuck. Wear a dress to get your big dick out. I don't care, dude.
Yeah.
But I think if you're Dodge, Ford, these American staples, they're really missing the mark when they assume their demo is on board with this. And they might not even be anti-trans. They might just not be, that's not their thing.
No, it's ASG.
So they're
You
not.
know what that is?
No, but they're not going to support it. So Bud Light's going to take a hit, man.
No. So these companies have to show what's called good citizenship, environmental. Is it ESG? Environmental. ESG.
social governance.
Social governance. So there's a lot of pressure on all these companies to environmental, social, and good governance, corporate governance, design, embed equity and stuff like that. That's why you
Generate
see
value for all organizational
Yes.
stakeholders.
now that's why you see all these corporations. They have to have a commercial with a trans person or a black person.
Eminem got rid of the dresses.
All of
whatever.
that, right? So this is what all these corporations are trying to do.
And they're eating dick.
And there's a lot
They're
of
eating dick.
Well,
'Cause the majority of the
was out of
people-
their mind for. When I saw
man.
this, I went, "You're going to get a boycott."
There's other ways to do it.
And I
man.
think the boycott comes from more than just bigotry. I think the boycott comes from the fact that you're trying to tell Americans
it.
that this is normal and that gender is a construct. I personally disagree that gender is a construct.
Most of America
I
does
personally
that.
believe that your gender and biology are aligned. That's what I believe. That's how I identify. You can say whatever you want. You can call me a bigot. I don't agree that because somebody says they're a woman, because they feel like a woman, they're a woman. I don't agree with that. I don't think being a woman or
Yeah,
a
you
man
agree
is
with
a
science.
feeling.
You agree with
I
science.
believe in science. I believe that gender and biology have a correlation. I'm allowed to talk about that. And I don't think, I bet the problem is, let me just keep going because the people get react. If I say that, I can be banned I can be shadow banned. I can be considered a bigot. I can be considered prejudiced. I can be considered all these things that'll hit me with all these labels, and I'm ostracized. That's what I react to. That's why I go, fuck you too. Like, I'm not going to be mean
you
to
don't
Dylan
like
Mulvaney.
it when it's forced on you.
And
when
it is being forced on me.
And I think that's
It's
where
also
Bud
being
Light
taught to my
and
children.
the transgender, they're missing the mark. It's like, no. I don't care what you do. Do whatever makes
I
you happy.
disagree
I don't
with
give.
it. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, when you start doing it and force it on kids and force it on us, we're like, no, you have got to look at my bulge. It's like, no, I don't.
Well, Dylan Mulvaney is a different thing. That person seems like a lot of fun and funny. That's a different thing. I don't care about that. That's the individual. What I have a problem with is what they're really trying to do, what the left is really trying to do, is they are trying to enforce their ideology on my children, on our schools and how we educate people, and they're enforcing it everywhere. So you cannot speak your mind. And they're also very, very, very involved in censorship.
Yep.
That's what I object to. And that's, I think, what Kid Rock is saying.
Yeah.
You're trying to make this normal. I disagree. It's absurd.
And Bud Light supporting it.
Yeah, good luck
It
to
seems
Bud
like,
Light.
oh, they're screwed.
Good luck to them.
Really missed the mark there.
There are people that'll never drink Bud Light again.
Oh, in
And
Iowa?
I guarantee Miller
In
Lite
Iowa,
is going,
Oklahoma,
come on over.
They're like, what are you doing?
No, there's going to be real.
What else you got, Jen?
It's like Gillette. You saw what happened with Gillette when they did that anti-man campaign.
Yeah. Way to go, dumbasses.
I just saw this 2 days ago or so, but Marlon Wayans' dad passed away, and then Marlon Wayans found out between sets. So he did his first set, found out the news, and then he continued on to do the second set afterwards. And
Marlon Wayans is a real pro.
And he then ended up crying, talking about it on stage afterwards.
Because this is it here? And he's at Flappers?
Yeah, in Burbank. This is just a clip of it. I don't know if I should play a clip of comedy, though.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Let me hear
We can
it.
see it.
All right.
Kiss me in my mouth. I said, you did all this, mama, and you only made one crackhead.
He's awesome.
Well, that's just a tiny clip.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's funny.
I auditioned for him and his brother. Time. He was
That's
so
a
fucking
bummer.
Cool. Yeah, man. They're a good family.
Yeah, so
They're a
talented.
tight family.
All of them,
Oh,
so
yeah.
talented.
You guys talked about this a while ago. We never got to cover it, though. You guys want to discuss this at all?
What
Well,
is
the
it?
way he
this
said it, I
actress-
mean, so when I read
Oh,
this.
she's great too. She's in that the horror shit on Netflix. She's
Yeah,
great.
so when I read this, I was like, somebody made a sexual comment, and I was like, oh man, you're being a baby. And then I looked.
hold
at
on. Yeah, hold on. That's why I said. I was like, Jesus
Watch
Christ,
it.
that's not good.
Then I looked at what the guy said. Guy comes over and he goes,
So hold on, let's tell the fans what's going on here. So
Yeah.
she put on my B-Day last year, a well-known actor walked up to me at the party and said,
before you tell him that.
I've jacked off to you so many times. She wrote, I was shocked by the
Like, I
audacity."
get that, because at first when she said a well-known actor made a sexual comment to me, I was like,
I thought he
here
came
we
up was
go.
like, you look great tonight. And she's
Yeah.
like, how dare
Right.
you?
Then you see that, and I'm like,
I jacked
well,
off to you so many
well,
times.
that's-
Hey, man.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well, that's just creepy.
Like, I get it. I get her feeling of like going, what in
That's
the world?
intense.
Like, that's intense.
Did she say who the actor was?
No, she can't. But
No,
then
but
I
that's
guess just
shitty.
started from this post first because she did like a nude post or whatever. And then apparently the actor that she's talking about initially said like, I love your acting work. Like you gave her praise.
Yeah.
And then at the party you said, I've jacked off to you. so many times.
like so I think the appetizer was I love your acting, and by the way, I yank it to you. Not first of all, that's super rude and not gentlemanly. It's not manly or gentlemanly. And I just think it's fucking bad
That's not even
manners.
flirty at all. It's just freaking
he's
crazy.
a dumbass. That actor's
It's not a good
so
pickup line
crazy.
either.
That actor's a
He
moron.
might have been hammered.
It's the worst.
He might have been-
I assume he's hammered. To get the courage to go up to a girl you don't
Even if
know.
I was hammered, I would
who's
never say
fit-
that.
No, of course we
Like-
wouldn't. But I'm saying, I assume he was hammered, and to go up to a girl you don't know and go, hey, what's up? Great job. Hey, I've jacked off you so many times.
No, you can't do that. Like that's and by the way, that's not acceptable back then or now. Like back then, you would never say that.
Even in the 30s, they're like, hey,
if
hey,
you
take
did that
it easy.
to a woman in
the
the
guy'd be
South,
like, it's
you'd get
1935.
punched in the face.
Yeah,
you
it's weird.
You don't say that to a woman. You fucking learn some respect.
It's what we do, man. It's 1942. I'm like, no, even the 40s, weird.
Well, learn respect and manners, you moron.
But
Get
also,
out of here.
has that ever worked for whoever this moron is?
He sucks.
I've jacked off to you so many times, like, oh, really?
I interviewed a porn star and her husband. in Vegas on my podcast a long time ago. Like this is when I met you. I think it was the weekend I met
wow.
you.
Long time ago.
And she was, I can't remember her name, famous porn star. She did Howard Stern a lot. And I had met a guy there, and the guy I didn't know very well came up and he goes, right to her. He goes, I've glazed my belly so many times watching you.
Glazed myself.
She went,
I feel
thank
sick.
you. And I was like, oh, that one right there.
Which one?
The
Second one down?
Yeah, the second
This
one
one?
down. Yeah. Yes, her.
Tabitha Stevens.
That's it. That's what he said.
Yeah,
to
she's
her.
famous. Long face.
And I was like, oh,
Long face, big tit.
man.
Long face, big tit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
If I was Native American, long face, big tit.
yeah. It was very
I've
weird.
glazed my belly.
I've glazed my belly. I was like, ooh.
I've jacked
Sir.
up you so many times.
Sir, please.
God damn. I wonder who it was. What if it's someone super? What if she's like, it was Harrison Ford?
It was some idiot.
What if it's just some huge old school?
Just some dummy.
It has to be somebody super old school.
Yeah, just some.
Long
She had a
face,
bunch
big
of her.
tit.
She had a bunch of stuff taken out. I think she had a tough time of it.
She had a tough time.
I don't know.
There she is with Ron Jeremy.
I think that's a different girl.
Speaking of not doing well.
Never mind, that is her.
That's
Well,
it.
his case got thrown out because he has such bad dementia.
Oh, I didn't get thrown out. He's still in prison. He's fucked, dude.
No, he's not. He has dementia.
Bring that up, Jen.
He has such bad dementia that
No, they
case
say he wasn't
was
fit to
thrown
stand
out.
trial. It's not thrown out. There's like 60 cases of
I
fucking
know, but I
rape.
think he's committed to a mental health facility. He didn't go to jail. He just didn't know
Not
what was going
competent to stand trial, but I mean,
on. So he didn't. He was putting a. He's so he is-
Unfit for sex crimes.
yeah, he can't.
so committed to a state mental
God, how
health
creepy
hospital.
looking is he?
I know.
Big
Looks like
dick.
a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not a good.
It does
Not a
not
good
end
ending,
well for
ladies
no.
and
That's how. It's the end of Boogie Nights. You know how depressing that is. I always shut off before it gets to the end. I always shut it off.
But I don't know how many women came forward about him.
A good amount. 34.
That's a lot.
Yeah, all 34 can't be lying, right?
No,
That was like the Cosby thing. It's like all 80?
no.
All
If it's-
80
if it's a bunch
decided to
of
get
women-
together?
Bunch of women with the same story, you got a problem.
Yeah. Almost positive 34, Jen.
Might have been 34 charges with 21 women over 2 decades.
If it was
It's a lot.
you saw 21 women over 2 decades. Wow.
30 sexual charges.
30. So now he just goes to that mental institute and dies there?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's having a fucking terrible time as is. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's not well.
Nope.
No. Well, is that it, Jen?
Well, let's just do. This is an older one, but this is a happy one.
Okay.
I saw this a while ago. So a daughter, her father needed a kidney, and he said, "There's no way you're gonna do it for me." She did it behind his back and gave her her kidney.
Oh, wow.
Gave him her kidney.
You're
Yeah.
Struggle City.
I know, dude.
Yeah, Jen has trouble speaking. Today.
I do.
So he didn't want her to do it, but
No,
then
he
she
said
did
you
it
can't.
behind closed doors. I was like, got you a kidney. It's mine.
Yeah. So that's a good happy ending.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Maybe we should end on bringing up Ron Jeremy height of his pounding days with that big dick.
Well, he could suck his own dick. You know that.
Yeah. That's how you know he's mentally crazy.
He could
right?
suck his own dick.
Yeah, he'd let you know too.
Very
He'll show you.
flexible spine. He was the hedgehog of
Were,
porn.
were you ever around him? I've been
I
around him
have
like
been
once or
around him.
twice.
Look at him when he was younger. Look at him there.
Mm-hmm.
Before he gained all that weight.
Look at that hairy chest.
Wow. Before he was in shape.
Good looking dude.
Yeah, he really was.
And it just went so south.
Look at him.
And then where's the giant gut go? Look at that picture in black
just
and
became
white.
a-
Chin.
just a-
Which one? There's a
him
bunch.
in his underwear with the lady just at
This one?
eyeball with his wiener.
No, it's not him.
Not
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no idea who that is.
God, he just got ugly over the years.
There's him younger.
Okay, that's
Oh,
tough.
that's a
High
terrible
school.
picture. But he's great looking.
It looks like the gay alien.
He's kind of a
from Family Guy.
70s kind of 70s star.
God, what a nightmare. But he was still fucking even with the.
Yeah, he just let himself go. Look at him there.
Axl Rose.
But Ron, he just kept eating.
His hair and Father Time punished him.
Yeah.
And then that's him now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's not a good look.
Still think he's trying to suck his own wee-wee?
Wow, look at that. Just the end of everything.
Yeah, that's how it ended for him.
Yeah, that's called a tragic life.
Punishment. Holy
Yes.
shit. Oof. Not the way you want to go out.
Good.
Well, I'll try and suck my own wiener on stage in Atlanta next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Next weekend?
Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Atlanta. Why?
Oh no, this weekend we have Fight Companion.
Next weekend. Next weekend. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in Atlanta. Then June 2nd through the 4th, La Jolla Comedy Store. And then June 15th through the 25th, I'm over in Europe. Starting with Belfast, ending in Dublin. The rest of there's London, Cardiff, Manchester. It's all available.
Are you going to document this?
Thicccboy.com. I don't know, man.
Bring a camera person. You'd be crazy not to.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I did last time. Hey, I got it, dude.
Yeah,
I got you, buddy. Yeah, we'll see. I usually hire someone in each city.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I do. Instead of flying one guy
You don't
around.
fly somebody around.
No, this is a nightmare. I like that. Hey, you should pay for an extra ticket and fly somebody.
Helium Comedy Club. I'll see you April 20th to the 22nd. Comedy Zone, Port Charlotte, May 4, 5, and 6. And then, God, look at that. Ontario Improv, July 27th to the 29th.
It's a long time away, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, kid. He's like, look at that. 2024, June 4th through the 5th.
Oh, I got May. May's busy for me.
Yeah. You should probably get those dates up.
Probably
It's
get those
busy.
dates up.
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't look busy at all.
Those days up.
Fight Companion Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific, live. Thicccboy YouTube, UFC 287. Brian Callen, Sam Tripoli, Cheeto Vera, and myself live on Thicccboy YouTube, UFC 287. Calabasas Fight Companion. Tune in. All right. Love you guys. See ya.